Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Because it's time to write now.
Right 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 now.
Because it's time to write now.
Right now.
Right now.
Do you need to get some writing in today? Are you trying to be consistent, be productive, be creative, and do all the things? Then you've come to the right place. We are in day 507 consecutive writing stream, episode 317, I believe. No, 324 of Kaufman Writes, where we are going to get some writing in. Now, I'm going to try to be productive. We're going to start off with one sprint, and I'll see how far I can go today, as we have so much going on with the community. By the way, welcome. I'm Kaufman, and I am here to just help us both be motivated and finish our stories. So, welcome everyone to the chat. Penumbra, welcome, my friend. You're like, you need to write a script outline for a tutorial stream later. You know what? Author branding stuff for all like the content creation. That's also part of the it's all part of the ride. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Neil? Welcome, and ML. Great to see you all here in the chat. So make sure to stick around for the break and we'll catch up a little bit more. I need to get myself into the writing vibe, so we're going to hop straight into it. I got the first sprint queued up for 30 minutes, and yeah, you know what? Sometimes we just got to push ourselves with the first sprint of the day and see if we can actually get some progress. You guys know me, I'm working on Scarecrow. I would love to hear, what are you working on in the chat? Drop a comment. Tiara, welcome, my friend. Great to see you. And let's get into it. Let's get straight into it. I'll come join you in the chat, and I am all ready. So whether you are brainstorming, writing, editing, revising, author branding, or just coming to hang out, come join us because it's time to write now. Okay, writing sprint done. Wonderful, wonderful. I was like, okay, I was making some good progress in there. I was just kind of restructuring the section of the chapter that I'm on. I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's interesting because I'm trying to figure out what is the right balance at this point in the novel between character development and plot. I was like, I think I threw in like a touch of world building, but it's really character development and plot right now. It's really plot, and then oh, we're getting the character development for the dragonkin, which is interesting. I ask myself if it's important or necessary. Well, technically, the development is really for one of the dragonkin, which will be continuing on with them into the next part of the story. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. But right now, for anyone who's paying attention, our right now we have all the heroes have converged on the Colosseum, and now we have our pixie has converged with the three dragonkin and is waiting for something. We've it's interesting because now we're at this like point of view moment, which is super cool. Where we have the different point of views of the character all in one setting. And I think that's where the pacing and style of this part of the story is just so different than the previous story parts. Previously in the story, a lot of the adventures was Scarecrow and friends deal with an obstacle, and then they either overcome or they fail, regardless of whatever they're dealing with. But this is the first time where it's Scarecrow, Pebble, and Crow deal with different obstacles in the same area. And I think that's what makes this part of the story so unique. And it pulls the reader in because it feels like it's fresh, but it feels different, but they're still kind of getting the characters because they're now familiar with Pebble and kind of familiar with Mr. Crow. Kind of familiar. I'm hoping that Mr. Crow still hits, since Pebble kind of is more. Pebble is a reliable character, and Mr. Crow is an unreliable character, simply because of Mr. Crow's how he's been affected by the world and his age. Oh man, how did that sprint treat all you? Were you guys able to make some progress that time? Hopefully all you were able to make some progress. Sounds like we got some good writing vibes here in the chat. Tiara, you asked a great question. Like, how many sprints are you doing today? You know what? I'm kind of playing it by year because I wasn't sure how I was feeling. But after doing that sprint, I'll definitely be doing another one. So I'm kind of playing it by year because I was kind of like not in the writing vibe, but now I've started writing. I'm like, all right, you know what? Sometimes you just got to push yourself sometimes, as we all know. I'm not even saying for you, Tiara. I'm saying for me. I just have to push myself sometimes. Oh, man. Yeah, so we'll play it by year. But we'll do another sprint, though. We'll do another because I feel like I'm in a good place right now. And I think I would like to finish the section I'm on, actually. Nice. Courtney, you're like making some like solid progress on your storytelling. Courtney, you're definitely making some solid progress, which is awesome. So I was like, okay, oh, look at that. I'm like messing around here with the screen layout because I can. All right. So how was that treating all you guys? Hopefully you were able to make a little bit more progress. Hopefully. And let me hop back into the chat. Yeah, so I think what the great thing is whenever we take a break from our stories, I think then being able to get back into it is like so exciting. And it's like for me today, even though like I wasn't feeling the writing vibe and I still push myself into it, I know like when I'm crafting the story itself, whether it's through development, writing, or revising, I just get like so pulled into it. And I know that's one of the elements of the creative process that I love. And I think even for times in my life where I'm not feeling motivated or I'm not feeling inspired to write, it's it's almost like the characters have a story. It's like the characters are speaking through me, like they have a story that needs to be told. It's like this pixie has this part of the story that needs to be told. Wow, Courtney, that's crazy. So it sounds like you're moving next week. Definitely good luck with that process, my friend. I know moving is such an endeavor. Definitely good luck with that. Absolutely. Like, and trying to hit goals before like dealing with life events is completely understandable, my friend. Very, very understandable. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it all. I think, how am I feeling about the next sprint? I think we'll do the next one at 30 minutes. Yeah, I think we'll do the next one at 30 minutes. Yeah. And let's do a quick shout out. So anybody who's part of the Read Now book club, let's just do a really quick shout out. That I was like, let me pull up my stuff. So let me see if I can pull it all up. I was like, oh god, I gotta go find where. So for everyone who doesn't know, for the Read Now book club, June is going to be fantasy month. So for anybody who wants to join us for June for the Read Now book club, fantasy books are the vibe. If you want to recommend a book, is there a fantasy book that you want to recommend? Courtney, if you could drop it in the chat, that'd be super helpful. I believe all the links are down in the YouTube description as well. But this weekend is going to be the Read Now book club conversation. I was like, let me see. I'm like, whenever I was like, where did I put it? I'm like, I know I have my book club stuff somewhere. Let's see. So here we go. Maybe. So for everyone who doesn't know, this weekend is going to be the next conversation for the Read Now book club. I hope everyone's ready to talk about Emma's book. It says like, make sure I get to the details right. Where did I put it? Perfect. Here we go. All right. So make sure. So everybody who's ready to talk about Emma's book, Her Perfect Hero, we're going to be chatting about it this Saturday during the Read Now Book Club discussion. So definitely make sure to come join us. It's going to be a great conversation, whether you've read it before, maybe you're just going through the reread with us, or maybe this is a brand new reading experience. We're going to be having a 2-hour stream where we are going to be splitting up I was like, I forgot the way that I framed it. We're going to be having 1 hour will be the interview where we'll be interviewing Emma Bennett and talking through her and understanding her process. And then we're also going to be having a live discussion about the book. What did we like? What did we hate? What can we not live without? And let me tell you, there is the incredible Mr. Darcy that whose reputation precedes them. So if you want to chat with us and join us this Saturday for the Read Now Book Club, and then also go recommend a book to read, because June is fantasy month. We'll be voting on which books we want to read at the end of Saturday's stream. So definitely go join us. Go recommend a book. So hopefully we have some good fantasy books to choose from. I was like, I know there's so many I want to read. So definitely go recommend a book. Definitely. And yeah, well, I think it'll go hand in hand with Faded Fantasy. So super excited. Remember, I love that. Like, her perfect hero should be her perfect hero. I love that. Okay, my friends. So on that note, let's see what we got. Let's get back into the writing sprint. All right, so I will do a second one. I'll see how I'm feeling about this one. If I'm able to go a third sprint, I'll kind of play this one by year, but I think I am all ready. Yeah, like Courtney said, right? We only have 2 recommendations, so definitely get your fantasy book recommendations in. If there's any fantasy books that you want to recommend, are there any books that you want to read? Are there any fantasy indie books that feel like they would be appealing to you? Recommend now. Definitely go throw them up in the community. So that'd be really, really cool. And yeah, and with that, let's get into our second writing sprint. So I'm all set on my end. Whether you are writing, brainstorming, editing, revising, or maybe you're just procrastinating, come join us because it's time to right now. All right, my friends. Another writing sprint has come and gone. I hope you were able to get some little progress on your writing today. I feel like I was able to get a little bit. I was like, I almost got through the end of the section that I was working on, and then back onto Mr. Crow. So I feel pretty good with the progress that I made. I think I like this section. It's interesting. It's kind of like with the revised Pebble and Crow POVs. Like I'm gonna have to go back and make sure that they actually work without doing too much like development or taking away from the plot. So we'll see. We'll see how they turn out. ML, thanks for stopping by, my friend. Nice, Maggie, getting some work done. That's what's up. Well, I'm glad we were able to get a little bit of writing in. I think we're probably going to wrap up now because I have to get going along as well. But I'll be back tomorrow with another writing sprint, and I think tomorrow's is later actually. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be back for another writing sprint, 4 p.m. Pacific, 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be here if you want to come get in a little late end of the work week writing sprint. So come join us and we'll see what shenanigans we can get into. And make sure that if you don't know what's going on with the Right Now community, we got stuff going on this weekend. Saturday is the Read Now Book Club, and then Sunday is the Story and Critique Show. So if you need feedback on your story excerpt, you get a free live reading, and then I offer free critique. Basically, the equivalent of an alpha reading, and it's one of our most popular streams. So it's going to be on Sunday. If you want to submit, everything's linked down in the YouTube description down below. Or if you want to submit a fantasy book to read for the Read Now Book Club, also linked down in the YouTube description down below. So we got a lot going on this weekend, and that's what I got for you. And absolutely, most importantly, don't forget, tap that like button on your way out. Help us show the algorithm that writing streams are cool. All right, my friends, it's been great. It's been fun. But unfortunately, that brings us to the end of the stream. Don't forget, words are wind, but stories are forever. I'm Kaufman, and I'll catch you on the morrow. Stay creative, writers.
Right now.
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 Right now.